the city.
It is. It is.
Is this Saving Private Ryan?
We'll see you on the beach.
Totally.
We're thinking about, oh hey, it's Mario.
Hey, you were singing this song earlier, weren't you?
Yeah. I was singing a song earlier. They could come in.
They could, but too
I
late.
don't know. No. I get that better. Than the rock doing something like that. Baby.
Cambridge! I was trying to do like a thing about the D-Day Invasion Day because it is the 75th anniversary of the Normandy landing. I am big into it because my grandfather on my mother's side, my grandpa Combs, got a Silver Star in the D-Day invasion for being a radio operator. I am very big into that. I am very, honored by that. I'm very proud of that because everybody has the thing that they're proud of about their family. And that's one of the things that I am deeply proud of when it comes to my family. That the fact that my grandfather on my mother's side, who was a Kentucky coal miner, was a radio operator during the D-Day invasion. And I always tell people that. And after World War II, he wasn't exactly the person to go to. He was, he roamed around the Midwest working at different factories. He was a complete and total alcoholic and child abuser. A womanizer to the definite definition of a womanizer. And now that we're at the 75th anniversary of the invasion, I can say something that I'm deeply proud of him for is the fact that, he stayed at his post. His post, and that he did exactly what his army captain told him to do. And this is a story that gets passed around in my family for generation after generation after generation. Do you have anybody in your family that was in the D-Day invasion that you know of, Jarvis?
Well, Jarvis.
Towns.
Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Hashtag Jenkins.
Hashtag Jenkins.
Hashtag Jenks. No, I do not.
Are you sure of that? I mean, have you researched it out? It took me years to research this out.
How many grandfathers away is he?
He is. When I say grandfather's way, he was like. When I mean grandfather's way, I mean he was just my grandfather. I never met the guy. I never know the guy.
How did it take extensive research for you to figure out that he was in the D-Day?
Because we never met. We never talked. He was, like I said, he was a complete alcoholic. He was a womanizer. He was a child abuser. He has slept with prostitutes in Chicago and Detroit.
Have you not slept with prostitutes?
I have not.
How'd you find that out?
My mother apparently told me several times that she felt that her father was, into that kind of thing.
How did she know?
That's a good question.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I would ask.
Yeah, I mean, I never asked my mother that.
I mean,
at the time, it was
do you have her number?
Yes,
At the time, it was the thing to do. I think it's still pretty popular.
Well, I mean, that's another question. I mean, did you know that
You're saying you've never gone to
I've never gone to a prostitute.
I did have a grandfather that was an alcoholic, but he owned a dry cleaning store, and I'm pretty sure he never was in the war. I could do some deep research,
Are you being serious?
If he was in the war, he was real secretive about it. He was doing double time at the dry cleaners. Shout out Sylvester, Grandpappy. Loved ya.
Which brings me up to my next topic.
Yeah.
Did you know that there were actually...
Fake I love you forever.
Did you know on Beacon Hill that they're having like this deep conversation about sex workers?
This Beacon Hill?
Yes, this Beacon
Beacon?
Hill. This Beacon
What
Hill.
are they?
Boston.
What are they talking about?
Should prostitution be illegal?
Oh, be legal.
Yes.
So, what's the difference between like a prostitute and a sex worker and an escort?
I still haven't put my quarter in
And
my
like,
car.
what's legal and what? I don't. It's complicated. I don't fully understand it.
For a virgin.
What?
Okay. So, for my definition, is that a sex worker can be a stripper,
Sex
somebody
worshiper.
that you pay for actual intercourse. And
I'm looking
that's
to
what that's what a escort is somebody that gets paid for intercourse. So should it be illegal?
Wait. A prostitute is somebody that gets paid for intercourse, and a sex worker is someone that gets paid for intercourse. Is that what you just said?
I'm saying that if you look at it in a hindsight, that that's what a escort is somebody gets paid for intercourse.
So if you go on a date with an escort, and then you have sex with her, and then a couple days later,
You know what?
you're in hindsight. I guess I did pay her for intercourse. Is like a hypothetical situation.
Oh yeah. So should that be illegal?
You know what? I just had a thought. I think that any woman, I'll think about maybe making it for everyone, but I'm going to start with women. Every time a woman has intercourse with anybody, she should be paid for it. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, how do you define?
I think yes.
How do you define being paid?
Cash money, girl.
So I mean, if
I define it in Benjamins.
So I mean,
Benjamin
if like
Franklin.
somebody has.
Just said, hey, in my new apartment. That's how I define it.
So like, if somebody's married to somebody, they're having sex with the husband, and they have a house, and they're like.
Tell me that.
Well,
What's that?
That's a dowry.
you
then.
could get a good deal worked out there.
That's a form of payment.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
That's
have
just
you
good.
got like a savings account with this person?
A Siamese count?
A savings account. I mean, do you have like a joint account? Do you
Yeah,
file
you joint
taxes
account,
with
yeah.
them?
With it, who? What's their name? Like, please introduce me.
Well, here's my point, okay? What's the difference between, actually having a relationship with, like, an individual, like an actual, relationship, and you're married, and you're doing what consensual adults do, and the difference between, sex work.
Paddleboarding.
Paddleboarding.
That's what I'm trying to get into. Yeah, what do you think? What do you feel the difference is, Joe?
I feel the difference is that there's more intimacy in that having an actual relationship. When you talk about sex work, it's a job. That sex worker is like being paid to whatever, to make sure the client gets pleased. I mean, I've worked in various different stores throughout my life. I've worked for various different law firms. And, when somebody pays me to, satisfy the customer or give the customer.
You always take it sexual, and that's why you were getting fired for the early part of your career. Because whenever they were like, make sure you satisfy the customer, like you were going down, and you got away with it for a while because people weren't complaining, and then it's like, no, that's not what we mean. And then you got fired, but then you were addicted to it, and that's how we've come to this point.
No,
if it took him a long time to get fired, that just means he was that good.
I mean, I believe it. I believe it.
Well, my whole
If
point.
Barbara's calling in, there must be something.
She has not called in yet.
Barbara.
But here's my
Barbara!
But here's my point: the difference between actually having a relationship with somebody and actual like work is that the fact that it's this issue of intimacy. I
think it's an issue of money, actually. And it's an issue of criminalizing people that are able to make money off of something that the government and all these institutions and corporations and bullshit can't control. You know, like
Well,
your
I
own
mean,
sex
if
appeal
you
in your
legalized
DNA.
it, then they could control it. They could say, okay, at a certain age, you
Well,
can get a
so-
license to, sell your body to do this.
Yeah, and that's why they want to do it.
I don't think there's anything wrong
Well,
with legalizing it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of the world's oldest professions is
So you
prostitution.
can be taxed.
Yeah, I mean, it could be taxed. You
I
you look at marijuana. I mean, that's
Yeah.
one of the comparisons that people are having is the fact that
Or
when
do you think we'll have those billboards, the same billboards that are like prostitution is legal?
Yeah.
know the facts.
maybe I mean maybe
List of
we'll get
dispensaries.
social workers to go in and conduct STDs checks and stuff like that. Maybe it will like drop down the fact of child sex trafficking.
Yeah. I mean, well, so like, what's the argument against legalizing it?
Some of the arguments is the fact that it actually drives up sex trafficking, and that the government shouldn't be in control of it. I'm going to have to disagree with that. I think it would like shed a necessary light on it.
Yeah, for real. I mean, why does the government have to control it other than like taxing it?
Well, I mean, how would it? How
Why
would it
can't
tax
people
it?
just open private practices, or whatever?
Well, I mean, that's basically what a bunny ranch is. I mean, out in Nevada, it is
Bunny
legal, right? You never heard of a
Are
bunny
there?
ranch?
Yeah. So is
So
it?
that's
That
what's
was
called.
my other question. Is it only legal in Las Vegas?
From the way I understand it, yeah. I
can't
mean,
believe
that,
I didn't have sex with a prostitute when I was in Vegas. My only regret.
I have never had
Second
sex
to
with a
anyway. You've never had sex?
I've
Join the club. Join the club. You know what? I'm practically there. I'm reverting.
I'm not saying I haven't had sex. I just haven't had sex with a
Well, you
prostitute,
just
and I
said-
don't want to.
Yeah. But don't you think you should just to like lose that B card? And I think
No.
that's where it really becomes a charity service, you know?
Oh, what did you?
Do you think first timers should get a discount?
I do not know. I am not running a prostitution
But I
services.
think that like
Yet.
Well, I mean, I've been to Vegas as well. When I was in Vegas, the escorts was handing out professional cards.
yeah.
Yeah. It was like,
Did you go to any strip clubs?
I have been in some strip clubs.
Did you
in
go
my
to
life.
any in Las Vegas?
Not in Las Vegas.
I didn't either.
I
And
did.
I kind of regret that too.
I've been to some in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Ooh, what are those like? BYOB?
No,
I've
I mean,
seen them. I used to live in the South too. I know about those BYOB strip clubs.
No, actually, the one I went to was like
Dirt
a super
floors?
Walmart.
It was like a super Walmart. In
Yeah,
what way?
exactly.
People were parking overnight in the parking lot.
Sometimes.
Why is it like a
And they actually had like some of the people that was working there would look gorgeous, like supermodels.
Yeah, duh.
Wait,
Have you been to New York City?
so-
I went to a strip club for the first time on my birthday 2 years ago.
That's so cool.
It was pretty special. And I got up on the stage.
Oh, did you strip?
No, I was wearing a onesie, I guess it's a Power Rangers costume, like for a child, but it's like red polyester. I was wearing like 3 jackets. I was wearing like a hat, but I mean, I still look good. And I made like best friends with all the strippers. And then my favorite one, who was literally like better than Naomi Campbell. I was like, I didn't know how I was gonna feel. I didn't know if I was gonna get rageful. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was like, oh my god, because I'd never been, and I just like ended up like falling in love with like I feel like I could have been a pimp, kind of not like a pimp, not like they're prostitutes, but like if I worked there, like I could be a stripper, I guess, but like I feel like I would be better at protecting all the girls and like being sort of like a managerial person. But then I swear this girl, I think her name was Coco, or was it Ebony? Because there was another girl who's, I know her real name, but thought she was like calling me up on the stage. Like I was like going to her because she was calling me, and she was like, but like you're not really allowed to do that. And then I thought this bouncer I was in love with. I was like, catch me. I was like, I'm gonna jump up and then you'll catch me in your arms. And like I put my arms around him and I like jumped up. But he didn't catch me. Like he kinda catched me, but he didn't catch me like the way that I was like telling him to. But I feel like if I was like, take me in the back room, let me talk to the manager, like I didn't get that far. You know?
So I mean, let's break down the stereotype. You know there are male prostitutes out there, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right,
you're
yes.
saying that both male and female can't, earn money doing that?
Did I say that?
Oh yeah, you posited the idea.
No, I said I'm not sure. I said I'm saying that if I have sex with anybody, like man or maybe not, like not if I have sex with it, but if I have sex with any of you men out there, I think I should be paid immediately and also before.
You should be.
And also
so
during.
You're saying that you
and during.
So
yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So
you
in
brought
other
this
words-
up, I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, they should get paid, and I should fucking get paid.
No, so are you saying you would never pay for it?
No, I'm also open to paying for it, I guess.
I
guess.
you
know what? I'm there. I'm ready. I'm humble.
I've never had to pay for it. I've never been ready to pay for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think you should have paid for it every time.
Nah.
So,
I mean, like, to me, it's like one of those intimacy
Unless
issues.
you stay a virgin until marriage like me. And then you don't have to pay for it because God pays for it with that big debit card in the sky.
What's up?
well, I just wanted a clarification on a point. So you said that women should always get paid, but maybe men should also get paid. So and I assume you're also going to include people of different genders as long as we're being very woke and everything.
Okay.
So if you're saying like everybody should get paid, then how does that work? People just like pay each other every time they have sex?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like a
it's
business.
Like, here, you have $20. No, you have $20. Okay, we've exchanged $20.
I mean, no, you're not doing it to the same person back and forth. I mean, you're just definitely like different people there. I mean,
But
you're like
is it like
it's
people
like
get paid
going to
depending on the
Walmart or
circumstance,
something.
like certain,
How
is
is
there, like,
that
a
like a
power
Walmart?
dynamic?
That's
How do all these
exactly
things
like a
relate to
Walmart.
What's like a Walmart? Paying people for sex is like a
Exactly.
Walmart?
It's like, I like chubby women.
I'll
I want to have
Kyle
sex with that shit. But no, I mean, it's, this definitely like a manager there, and definitely like an
That's
assistant
me.
manager.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gonna be the manager of like the sex shop?
Well, okay, I'm talking about stripping, which is like a little, like slightly different. I feel like
That's
honestly,
like-
in the back room's not that different. I don't know. I don't know. But, dude, like people are. Have you been to a strip club, Jonathan?
No.
It's like all these
Oh,
beautiful
no.
ladies
Yeah.
are just like fucking getting naked in the corner or like right in front of you. They're
Sometimes
everywhere,
there's
and they're
ladies-
also massaging people.
Yes.
That's what I wanted. I was like, oh my god, I want a massage so bad. And I was there with my friend Sid, and he like kept like getting me like lap dances, which is like kind of uncut. Like I made best friends with the first girl, Coco. I mean, and then the second girl, who was Naomi Campbell, and like just like the boss of the whole place. Like she was so sexually like aggressive with me, and like did so. I felt like a man. I like ended up like holding her, and I it's like so odd because I'm really like not a lesbian. It's like when I was in that experience, I felt like a man, like somehow, like okay, so like I kissed. Cause she was like making out with me. She was like biting me through my clothes, and I just like. I like kissed her on the arm. It was like what I would imagine being like a dude, like having it's a beautiful experience. But I was also thinking Tyrone would fucking love this. I was like Tyrone would.
I don't know. To me, I mean, I've been with somebody who was sexually aggressive, and to me, that's terrifying. No, I'm serious. When I used to live in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, I was with this older lady that was 20. She was 20 years my senior, and she had like 3 kids, and she had a boyfriend, and I was like her side guy, and she was very sexually aggressive with me, and it was terrifying.
Like what part?
Like the whole thing, she was like, "Yeah, I want that. Yeah, I want some of that booty." And it was just, to me, I was just, doing my thing, and it just, it's like, what? Oh, yeah, baby, give it to me. It was, she was like, yeah, I squirted. What? And, no, it was very terrifying to me because I was like, yeah, I was like, what's going on here? Apparently I was like a piece of ass on the side.
So that kind of feels good in a way, though, doesn't it?
I do not know. I mean, she got off, but I didn't.
Oh.
So what? So did she just abuse you right into this relationship? You never wanted to be in it?
I mean, I don't know. I think I was kind of tricked into it at the time.
Now, where do you stand on squirting? Just an aside. Do you think it's real or do you think it's urine? We got to cover that.
I think it's real. I mean, from what I seen, it was real.
Oh my God. But how could you... So you felt like the pressure to perform enough that you performed, but you also you weren't actually... Joe, how old were you during this relationship?
At the time, I was 24, and she was 38.
And how'd she come on to you for the first time?
We was both working together, and she was just kind of, flirtatious, and we was kind of playing around. What?
Okay, and then what happened?
She was helping me move.
Move what?
She was helping me
your
move.
penis?
She was helping me move my stuff. My stuff from one apartment to
You mean
another.
your junk?
No, I mean...
That's a good one.
But no, I mean, it's really terrifying when you got somebody who's really, like, sexually aggressive like that, and I can understand, like, the way, like, women can feel about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like this was kind of like a safe zone. It's like I would encourage, because it's like I've had like my best friend tell a girl that I'm a lesbian by mistake because she was talking about our other friend who had like recently come out and like needed people to be like, she's a lesbian, hit on her. Like, and I've been in multiple experiences where somebody thinks I'm a lesbian or they're a girl and we're friends or whatever, they want me to be lesbian or like, they hit on me or something, and it's really hard for me because I can't be like, because I like these girls, and I can't be just like a dick and an asshole to them the way that I would with any guy at any time,
I mean, like,
And so but with the stripper, it's like, she's probably not gonna have, like, even though she's sexually aggressive, it's her job, right? So
yeah,
it's like I felt safe in that because it's like, she's not gonna have sex with me right now, but like honestly I think she would have, and she like practically did. She did a lot of things that were like out of the rule book, and I know because Sid told me. He's like, they don't do that normally.
I understand what you're saying. I mean, that's the reason why I feel so safe around like gay guys.
Us. Oh, okay.
Because like gay guys are like, okay, are you gay or are you straight?
Especially fucking them, right?
I've never had sex with a guy.
Me too.
I've
with a gay guy though, it's different. It's like it's a girl in a way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I mean, when I was living in Nashville, me and my friends would go to a gay bar, and like one of my girlfriends I had when I was living outside Nashville, her name was Ava, and like I got introduced by her through a gay guy. He was like, "Okay, are you gay or are you straight?" I was like, "I'm straight. I like women," and it just turned out. What?
Yeah, okay.
No, I mean, it's relaxing. I mean, it calms down a lot of the anxiety. Because, no, as a straight individual, you have this anxiety to, impress your partner, the person you want to be with. I mean, some of my best... What?
So what is it about being with a gay guy that's relaxing?
Yes.
I have never been with a gay guy.
So,
I've hung around them because, they just make me feel relaxed. There's not like a lot of anxiety
It's
there.
easy to be hung
Yeah.
around a gay guy.
Right, yeah, no, I know all about, gay guys definitely.
I mean,
They give better oral. Let's be real.
what? No, I am
LDR,
good.
That's
everybody.
like common knowledge.
No, I'm set
I'm
with
sure that
that.
would make you feel very relaxed.
Oh yeah.
No,
They call it the straight man's bubble bath. Do you know about the straight pride? There's also something like that. I thought that's what you were going to ask me about earlier.
I understand about the straight pride. I'm good about the straight pride.
Wait.
I'm not going to straight pride.
Yeah, let's not even publicize it. But
Exactly.
I
will
so
be
you-
going
you
to
know
Pride
about it.
this Saturday.
Why
yes,
would you be proud
as we
of
all
being
will,
straight?
and I
I
don't.
don't know.
What?
I mean,
I'm like a
Joe's-
straight outline. I mean, I enjoy, like my gay friends and my lesbian
sexually.
friends.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, one question though is
Okay.
how with this 20-year-old older woman, how did the
14.
what?
14 years older.
14.
He said 20.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
14, 20, there's a 6-year difference between
Sorry,
them.
I'm derailing. Tell
That's
the rest
alright.
of
What?
your-
When
what's
did
your
you
point?
change it to 14?
We've got like a few minutes
Okay.
left. Okay.
How did you end the relationship?
I don't know. We just kind of like, I just kind of like, well, this is not really working for me, I mean, what's there's actually to gain from it?
Did you call that day D-Day or did you call it No More D-Day? Joe, what did you call it? I know you made a holiday for that
I
day.
did not
At least
make
for
a
your
holiday.
penile.
My penile?
Do you dress your penile up for Christmas? Be honest.
I do not.
We all do.
Why?
We all do,
You
Joe.
you dress
We all
your.
do. Yes. You can see my penile online.
I am good. I don't want to see
Search
your penile
it.
online.
Friends, jar of a penile. Search it out there.
Okay, I've got a few seconds left, so I'm going to sign
We're
off.
going to end it with a prayer.
Yes, you're ending it.
No, I don't want to intrude.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe for the Joe Show. Y'all have a good night and have a safe weekend and happy Pride.